Falling too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, pull me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Word upon your lip, lip. Better that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. You take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Out of fear of being typical. Looking at my body feeling miserable. Always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible. Looking at my years like a martyrdom. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough, I'm the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Word upon your lip, lip. Rather that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. You take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins.
Welcome, race fans, to the Applied Industrial Technologies WESCAR Late Model Series Championship event. We are just about to get rocking and rolling with our qualifying session. Our first class on the track today will be the Big Rig Collision Run Your Junk class. They will be qualifying first. Drivers will get 2 laps. Their quickest lap will be their quick time lap. And then we will qualify our late models after that. First car coming out onto the track is the 34 car driven by Julianne House. Julianne is our 2025 champion in the Run Your Junk class. The Run Your Junk drivers are running exhibition today. No points, but they are competing for some big cash prizes. I want to say thank you to Halcyon Alliance and New Line Auto Exchange for putting up some cash for these drivers to compete for today. And they're going to do their best to see who can wrestle the big Benjamins out of the winner's circle today. All season long, Julianne, it was her rookie season, and she did a great job learning how to navigate the high banks of the Hythe Motor Speedway and get comfortable out there with all these new drivers. And yeah, she was able to win almost every single main event all season long, had a great rookie season. Julianne would like to thank sponsors Two Bros Towing, ACI, and Avenge Energy. See white flag coming from flagman Steve Sebring. 1 to go. First lap for Julianne, 19.339, 19.339. See if Baby Shark can go a little bit faster this time around. Second lap a little bit slower, 19.508. Now coming onto the track is the 13 car driven today by Chevy Matthias. Brad Collins a little bit under the weather, so he asked Chevy to step in and drive that car. Chevy spent most of the season running in the starter stock class this year, but going back to his roots, back to the Run Your Junk class, and going to try out this number 13 Honda Civic today. Chevy would like to thank his sponsors, Two Bros Towing, Avenge Energy, and ACI, and Brad would like to thank EPFC Corp and Armstrong Construction Services. If you are watching online, don't forget you can share this post far and wide and let everyone see what's going on at the Hythe Motor Speedway today. And you still do, if you're watching online, have time to get down here to the track. We will not start racing until 3, so you've got lots of time if you're coming from Grand Prairie, Dawson Creek to get to the track and join us for a great day of racing. It is our Applied Industrial Technologies WESCAR Late Model Series Championship Day here at the Hythe Motor Speedway. Quick time for the 13 Chevy Hythe, 18.855, 18.855. Next car on track, the 23 car. This is Dalen Myers. Dalen's driving a 1995 Toyota Camry. Just had a transponder issue for the 23, so we'll get that switched out and get him back out there. So we'll send our next car out onto the track.
Steve, please send the next one.
Roll the next one.
Next car coming on the track will be the 7 car, driven by Raylan Wright.
I wonder if he's mounting them wrong because that's the second transponder on him. So I will take a look. Thank you, BJ.
Raylan has drove the minivan quite a bit and had also raced a little bit in our starter stock class and finished the season driving the old number 7 Free Candy minivan. Raylan has been a couple seasons out here at the Hythe Motor Speedway and has a lot of fun racing and getting comfortable on the speedway, and it's great to see that beautiful red minivan here tearing up the high banks. Lap for the 7 car, Raylan Wright, 19.427. Next up, a little bit slower, 19.641. Next car on the track is the 6 car, today driven by Sean Stevenson. The familiar Cookie Monster has made the comeback back to life. All it took was a new ECM in there, and the Intrepid has roared back to life. So good to see that car back out there. And Sean is gonna see if he can compete for some of this money that's up for grabs this weekend. And Sean originally was the original driver in that minivan and helped build a couple of these cars for the Ring Your Junk class, get it going. So he's going to see what he can do with that number 6. We call it the Cookie Monster out there on the track today. Sean would like to thank sponsors Pat's Auto Supply and Mountain Springs Mechanical. Quick time for the 6 Sean Stevenson, 19.127, 19.127. Next on track, another minivan. This is the 369, driven today by Dean Adams. Dean, normally one of our elite street competitors, got the call to run this car. Young Gunderson is, I think he's getting his wisdom teeth out or something like that. So he's not able to make it, so Dean's gonna be in the car. Maybe Dean will have a chance to win his money back. Dean put up, his company put up $1,000 to help encourage some of these drivers to be here this weekend. So he's gonna try to maybe see if he can just keep his $1,000 in his pocket and go that way. So the 369 minivan sponsored by New Line Auto Exchange. Corey and the team there. First lap will be 20.103, 20.103. See if we can get a little more speed out of that minivan this time by 369, 19.822. And we'll get the 23 car, Dalen Myers, back out on the track. Just had to get the transponder changed in that car. Should be good to go. We use electronic scoring system here so we can get very exact. 23 again, this is a 2010, sorry, I apologize, not a 1995 Toyota Camry. It's Dalen's first time here on the track. Still looks like an issue with the transponder. We're gonna time it manually this time by, and we'll get a time for that. Just sometimes the way the transponder is mounted in the car makes it so it doesn't want to pick up and register. Again, Dalen, first time out here at the track this season. He did crew for his uncle for a season, Steve Reynolds. Steve talking about maybe getting back into a car next year here at the Hythe Motor Speedway. It would be great to have him back. He'd like to thank sponsors KTS Truck Repair and Next Level Customs. First lap for the 23 Dalen Myers, 22.26. Second lap. Will be a 22.59. So his first lap will be quickest. And that will conclude our qualifying for the Big Ray Collision Run Your Junk class. We will just take a brief moment here to switch over our timing system. And it will be time to bring in the WESCAR late models. So these are the Applied Industrial Technologies WESCAR Late Model Touring Series. Last time we hosted them here at the Hythe Motor Speedway looked to be 2009. So 16 years since we've had them here at the track. We're super excited to have these late models here. These are purpose-built race cars. The WESCAR series originally started as the CASCAR late model series started to die out in the West. Many of these cars still existed, and drivers were looking for a way to keep racing and a way to keep competing at all these different tracks, and the WESCAR series was formed. Most of these drivers race all over various tracks in British Columbia, including Prince George, Williams Lake, Quesnel, Agassiz, and on Vancouver Island at Saratoga Speedway. And so we're super proud to be the Alberta stop this year, also to be the championship stop for this series. I want to say a special thank you to Chris Babcock, who you'll see later in the 22 car. He is the driving force behind getting the WESCAR series to the Hythe Motor Speedway. On the track right now is one of our local drivers. This is Cody Evans, driving a 2001 left-hander with a left-hander copy, the 602 crate. This is his 5th year driving. He used to race in our Elite Street class and was our track champion one year. He would like to thank sponsors WC Transport, JLB Contracting, Dawson Creek Cannabis, DC Proto, and Barrie Motorsports. Quick time. Oh, one more lap to go. These cars with the slick tires, they'll get 2 warm-up laps before they go green. Quick time for Cody Evans will be 15.780, 15.780. Next car coming onto the track is the 6 car of Sheldon Mayer. Sheldon is the president of the WESCAR Late Model Series and has been racing for a number of years, 19 years involved racing in WESCAR. Joining us from Prince George, British Columbia. Sheldon would like to thank sponsors Twin Rivers Developments, PG Rock and Gravel, Signtech Industries, Western Gas Co., and Sunset Glass. If you are finding these cars to be a little bit loud, we do have hearing protection available down at the promo booth. We have the little foamy earplugs for free, or we do have $10 earmuffs that you can buy just to help with the volume of the cars. First lap for Sheldon Mayer. Oh, sorry, that's warm-up lap's going to get me every time. That was the green lap, I apologize. There it is, first lap, 15.300, 15.300. Saw a couple cars into the 14s during practice, including the 11K, your current points leader. A little bit quicker that time by, 15.224 for for the 6 of Sheldon Mayert. Next car on track is the 19. This is Kendall Thomas. Kendall's out of Williams Lake and is a 2-time WESCAR champion, been involved with WESCAR for 25 years. Kendall would like to thank sponsors CP Electronics, Finish Line Race Products, Race Car Racing Radios, and Downtown Towing. These cars, one of the big difference is they do have that full racing slick, 10-inch wide racing slick on these cars. Different than any of the other series we race here at the Hythe Motor Speedway. Most of our drivers run an 8-inch tire, the modifieds, and the street stocks, where these guys run a full 10-inch racing slick. So that gives them a little bit more grip, a little bit more contact, more drive, more bite in the corners. The cars go a little bit faster. There you go. First lap for Kendall, 15.280, or sorry, 280, I can't read, and he will move up into second on the leaderboard, the Blue Wave Energy scoreboard. See if he can get a bit more out of it this time, move up to P1. And he will not. 15.247 will still be his quick time, and that means Sheldon Mayert still your P1 point sitter right now as we're 3 cars into our Applied Industrial Technologies WESCAR late model qualifying. Next up on track, the 54 car. This is Bob Reichert. Bob's joining us from Tulameen, BC, and that Okanagan area. He would like to thank sponsors Penticton Collision, Witt Racing Engines, BR Baco, and Reichert Scales and Service. Previously, Bob raced street stocks at Penticton and has also spent some time racing snowmobiles. See Bob preferring to run that little bit higher line here. Has his car set up to run kind of that second groove, and it's possible to run really quick up there in that second groove. And so Bob has his car dialed in to kind of sit up there in that higher line. First lap for him was a 15.518. And he'll be a little quicker that time, 15.287 for Bob on his second lap. Now on track, we have the driver of the 34 car. This is Daryl Horwath. Daryl's joining us from Prince George, British Columbia. You see they got the bright yellow tape on the nose of that car. They're trying to get as much downforce as possible, make those tires work. They won't run as much tape in the racing action because they are worried about heat, but with just a couple laps of work on these engines, they can handle that 3 or 4 laps of heat, and they'll use the tape to just try to get as much downforce as possible on the nose of those cars. First lap for Daryl, 15.399. That'll put him P4. He would like to thank sponsors Nevada Inn and Suites, Prince George, and Grand Prairie, also Chaco, Signtech, Western Gasco, and Lordco Auto Parts. Daryl was second last year in the WESCAR Late Model Series and is the 2018 Tri-City Street Stock Champion and the 2017 Prince George Speedway Street Stock Champion. Next car on track is the 27B of Mark Barrio. Mark is joining us from Penticton, British Columbia, and we're super thankful these drivers made the big trek all the way from the southern Okanagan. Mark is a 3-time WESCAR champion, and would like to thank sponsors Penticton Collision, Witt Racing Engines, BR Baco, Modeling Industries, and Spring Air Conditioning. Looks like we've had just a system freeze here.
Yeah, this is the pro.
So we're just going to take a pause here in qualifying. Just be a brief moment here. We're restarting our computer system. Technology is wonderful. Great time to just talk a little bit about the lay of the land here at the Hythe Motor Speedway. I am up here in the Paragon Oilfield Supply Timing Tower, and it's my pleasure to come to you today. We want to thank you for joining us again for our final race event of the season. It's sponsored today by Applied Industrial Technologies. If you haven't had a chance to enter the draw, they're giving away a Blackstone grill. Get your raffle ticket down there. Say hi to Grant and the team with Applied Industrial Technologies. They got the tent set up here right by our liquor booth and our promo booth. We've got some great promotional items, some great t-shirts and hoodies available. We've got some previous year clothing on clearance. So if you're interested in picking up some Hythe Motor Speedway clothing, you can do that and grab that here from Cindy and the team in the promo booth. We also want to say a special thank you to Mercantile Food Services. Sherry and the team have great food for you down there all season long. Love to be partners with them, and can't say enough about the great things that they supply down there. So lots of things going on. Kids, you can get your name in the favorite driver draw. Also, if there's anyone in the stands that wants to try their street car on the track, we will be doing King of the Hill today. Need a couple more competitors. So you want to try out your pickup truck, your Honda Civic, you can give her a shot, 20 bucks. You win 70% of the pot. If you want to give your car a try, we'll run a couple times throughout the day. So come see me here at the scoring tower. You want to give it a try, you can register your car and you can try out your ride on the Hythe Motor Speedway. You'll go head to head with another driver for 2 laps and see if you can pull it off. So nothing better than a little spectator racing here at the Hythe Motor Speedway. Great way to finish our season off, September 13th. Again, we're just a short delay while our timing system is rebooting, and we should have that up and running shortly. If you haven't already, please take the time to give us a like and follow on our social medias. You can find us on Facebook, Hythe Motor Speedway, or on Instagram at Hythe Speedway, and that's where we can share out all our information about our plans for 2026, as well as you'll get to see updated photos from our drivers and all the action that happens here at the Speedway. Also, we'll give you an opportunity if you want to help support our goal. Right now, we're working on repaving the track, repaving the infield, and we're going to need some great support. We're blessed to have so many great, amazing community partners, and we're really going to have to tap into that to just try to bring some life back into the Speedway. 30 years this year at the Hythe Motor Speedway. We've been a part of this wonderful area here in northwestern Alberta. One of the best, highest banked tracks in all of the West, and we're super excited to have that happening today. So again, if you want to try out King of the Hill, 20 bucks, you can try, race your ride. We got, I think, 7 or 8 drivers already confirmed, and we need a few more. So if you want to try it out, come give her a go. I see a couple old veteran racers of the Hythe Motor Speedway. Maybe they'll get their street rides out there. I don't know, we could go Glenn against Dave in their street trucks and see how that goes out there. Glenn's shaking his head, not a chance, yeah. He tore up enough race car parts, he doesn't need to tear up daily drivers too. looks like we've got our computer system running again. Slight issue with our internet, but we can still complete our qualifying. The 27B of Mark Barrios' times did go through, 15.119. And his first lap was 15.195. This is the 47 car of Trevor Edelman. '47 Trevor Edelman joining us from Quesnel, BC. And Trevor's been racing for 15 years with WESCAR. He would like to thank sponsors Prism Towing, Brody Lawrence Contracting, Gen 9 Contracting, Richter Brothers Logging, Jussier Wood Products, K2 Courier, Big Little Sister, Wolverine Contracting, Grandma Grandpa, OK Tire Quesnel, and TA2 Signs and Graphics. For the 47, we had a 15.635 as his quick time. Next car on track is the 22 of Chris Babcock. Chris is a veteran here at the Hythe Motor Speedway. Used to race when we had the WESCAR series here and we had the Sportsman series back in the day. Chris is joining us from Fort St. John, British Columbia, and is one of the big driving forces behind this late model race being here at the Hythe Motor Speedway. Chris is a dirt track champion at the Taylor Speedway as well as the Hay River Northwest Territories Speedway. He would like to thank his sponsors Service On Site, Finish Line Racing, and Richmond Engines. Quick time for the 22 of Chris Babcock, 15.322. Next car coming onto the track, and we'll give a shout out to all the people watching back in Prince George. This is the 69 car of Colton Appler. Colton racing out of Prince George, and we had Colton race here years ago in the mini stock class. We had a mini stock invitational, and Colton came down and raced then with his wife at the wasn't wife at the time, but now they're married and have kids. And Colton would like to thank sponsors KBT Contracting, OK Tire, Buckhorn Mechanical, and Thero Crane. First lap, 15.961 for Colton Appler. Second lap will be 15.653. P1 is still the 27B of Mark Barrio. Now we've got the 27K of Cale Woodsky. Oh, W, sorry. Cale is joining us from Abbotsford, BC. His home track is Agassiz Speedway. He's the 2024 Agassiz Speedway Late Model Championship holder. And he would like to thank sponsors Fast Track Floors, Lordco Racing, 6'9 Garage, Blue Pine Enterprises, Tracy Woodski Realty, and Alder Steel Mart. This is his first year racing in the WESCAR Series, Touring Series, and also has a lot of experience running in that street stock series all over BC in the last few years. 27, Cale Witzke shoots to the top of the board in his first lap, and he'll go a little bit quicker in his second lap, 14.990, first driver in qualifying to break the 15-second mark, the 27 of Witzke. Next on track is the 36. This is Joe Cornet Ching, racing out of Penticton, British Columbia. I had a chance to get to know Joe a little bit when I was volunteering down there at the Penticton Speedway, and he's one of those guys that has been a part of racing for a long time. His daughter, Sarah Cornet Ching, is a very well-known name in the race world as well. Sarah went on to race numerous races in the ARCA series in the United States, and still lives down there today and helps people in that field as well, along with her husband, Tony. And so Joe Cornet Ching, one of those guys that is a builder, a race car legend in Penticton in that area. He's a multiple-time Penticton Speedway champion and has raced 10 years in WESCAR, not always in a row, but 10 years. He would like to thank sponsors Ivor Forest Products, A&J Automotive Service, Tip Cat Tours, Greg Associates, Duplin Country Signs, Race 101, and Lordco. Now on track is your points leader in the Applied Industrial Technologies WESCAR Late Model Series. This is the 11K of Yanni Kurtzos. Yanni is racing out of Delta, BC, and first year in the WESCAR Late Model Series. He has experience racing street stocks as well as the Avion RS1 as well. He was the Penticton Speedway champion and also holds the track record there. Got his start racing quarter midgets at Langley Speedway. And I would like to thank sponsors Conwest Contracting, Headwear Hair Studio, Lordco, Sign Masters, Harding Motorsports, Adyak Holdings, and Action Tire. Again, we're super grateful. A lot of these drivers are, 12, 14, 16-hour hauls to come be a part of this event today. And we're grateful that they've chosen the Hythe Motor Speedway as a place to finish up their season. Now we'll shoot to the top of the leading board. 11K, Yanni Kurtzos, 14.843. And that will be your quick time in the Applied Industrial Technologies WESCAR Late Model Series. That will conclude our qualifying session. We will get our Run Your Junk and our late models out here on the Speedway shortly for our autograph session. You can go down and see these cars. Most of them you've never had a chance to see because they've never raced here at the Hythe Motor Speedway before. And we will have that shortly. We're also going to welcome some of our King of the Hill competitors in through the back gate and get them down into the pits ready for their events as well. Still some time. If you're interested in competing in King of the Hill today, come find me. I'll give you the link to sign up, and you can head over and come on down to the pits and get ready for that. That will conclude our qualifying session, and we will be signing off of our live stream for a short period of time, and we'll be back around 3 o'clock as we get started for racing action here at the Hythe Motor Speedway for our final event of the season, the Applied Industrial Technologies WESCAR Late Model Championship.
Discover Grand Cache, Alberta's hidden gem, where adventure awaits in every season. Picture yourself surrounded by snow-capped mountains, exploring canyons, or conquering world-renowned rafting on the Sulphur and Smoky Rivers. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or just love nature's beauty, Grand Cache is your perfect escape. Ready for the adventure of a lifetime? Click the link here for all the details and start planning.